Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Nurse Momo. If this is your first time of coming to my YouTube channel, you're very much welcome. On this YouTube channel, I discuss about nursing and I bring you all, that's my subscribers, important informations about Ireland. So if it sounds like something that you really have interest in, then remember to hit the subscription bell so that anytime I post my videos, you'll be notified of same. Okay, so moving into Ireland as being like in different stages, having to find your way out and then finally arriving in Ireland, then getting to, get used to the work environment, like the new place, the new country, like all of that. Okay, finally I got settled in, I'm loving it. There comes the second phase about having to prepare to receive your family into the country. And then one of the most important things that you really have to work on is to find accommodation. Yes. And we all know that when it comes to accommodation, it has been crazy in the whole world, not just Ireland. I will not say just Ireland, but even the whole world. It's still expensive, okay? So I found myself on daft.ie, home.ie, rent.ie, just name it, just looking for accommodation. And I have four kids, and then so definitely I need three-bedroom house, which was a banter. Like looking for a house, jumping from one app to the other. It was crazy. But all in all, God was faithful. One faithful day, I saw an advert, okay, and I was like, this looks so good to be true. I don't think this is right. So, but I was so curious, okay, so I did a research about cost rental in Ireland, and then the amount of houses was so good, like it was within my range. Why won't I just go for this? Okay, so I clicked on the link, I did some research, and I think it was a three-bedroom and also a two-bedroom. Okay, and it was actually very affordable. I'm going to talk about the amount in my second video, okay, just to keep you guys in suspense. So I clicked on the link, I just searched for some few things, and I was like, okay, let me just read on it. Okay, so it was about cost rental. I did my own research on cost rental, which was even available on citizenship information in Ireland. So let's look at what cost rental is and how an individual can qualify for this cost rental. So cost rental, okay, someone will say, what is cost rental? Cost rental housing provides affordable rented accommodation to people on middle income. It is aimed at people who are above the threshold for social housing but have difficulty affording private rented accommodation. Okay, and it is called cost rental because the rent you pay is based on the cost of the building, managing and maintaining the homes. It is not in, it does not include any profit for the developer. Yeah, this makes the rent cheaper than standard rents. The rent for cost rental homes must be at least 25% below regular market rent in an area. Okay, and then let's look at how an individual can qualify. Okay, so for you to qualify for cost rental, you qualify for cost rental if your net household income is below 66,000 euros per annum if you live in Dublin, and then 59,000 euros per annum for everywhere else in the country. Okay, and then secondly, you are not getting any social housing support, including housing assistance payment. That is a HAP. And then thirdly, you do not own a property. Fourthly, your household size matches the size of the property advertised. For example, for a two-bedroom unit, you may be suitable for two adults, a couple, and or lone parent with one or more children. And then for you can afford to pay the rent for the home, and then your household has only applied once for a specific cost rental property, which means if you apply for more, you might be disqualified. Okay, and then lastly, all members of the household are living in Ireland when you apply. So now let's look at some of the documentation. Okay, after you've qualified and all that. So when you qualify, you are going to be asked to provide proof of ID for everyone in the house, including children, proof of address, proof of residency, proof of income for everyone over 18, employer references for everyone over 18, bank statement for everyone over 18. Lastly, landlord reference for everyone over 18. If you haven't rented before, you might need to provide additional information such as character reference, evidence of a track record of savings, or contribution to household expenses. You have all of this information on information in Ireland. So I'll just leave it here. If you want to know more about cost rental, you can check it up on the internet. Let's go back to my story. So I finally clicked on the link. I read a few more just to add up that when it comes to cost rental, the selection is done on the lottery basis. Okay. So I got to know about this. I was like, what if I'm not picked? Let me just go back. Let me just go and look for my house. And then the Holy Spirit said, yes, it was the Holy Spirit. Says, no, my daughter, go back and just go and complete the forms and everything. So I did just that. I completed the forms online and then I submitted everything I had to submit. Okay. And then 5 days later, I got an email that says that sorry, you were not selected for the this particular project that was going on. And then exactly after 7 days after that email, I got another email that stated that congratulations, Mrs. Sapon, you got selected for the project, and then you have to submit some documents. And they also stated again that it was done through lottery as well. I don't know how the lottery is being done, but the good news was that I was selected. So I was so happy and I was congratulated in the email. I was so happy, and I just had to go ahead and submit some documents of my children as well, and then myself, okay, and my family basically. So I did that, and then after that, it was stated in that an officer would contact me for some further questioning and some interview. Okay, so I did all of that. I waited. Then after that, I had a call from the housing association that I got affiliated with. Okay, so they called me and then they did a bit of interview with me. They told me when we're expected to move in. And also they were doing some few bits and pieces around the house. When they are done, they'll call all tenants for pre-tenancy meeting. And then after that, you'll be required to do some payments. Then after the payments, you can now get your key and then move in. So I was waiting. They gave us a specific date. When the date was approaching, they sent us an email stating that they are sorry, but they had to do a few things around the house. So the whole thing has been postponed. Okay, I was a bit nervous and frustrated at the same time. Is this true? Is it a scam? Even though I've actually read about it, but I was still, that kind of anxious state, anxious me. Finally, we're given a specific date. Okay, and then we came and then had a meeting at the same place. The house was so beautiful. The estate was so beautiful. I was so glad. We had a pre-tenancy meeting, which actually kind of telling us what the whole housing project is about, what we are expected to do as tenants, what we are not expected to do in case of any emergency, what do we do, and all of that, the bits and pieces. They also told that the house was actually insured, but the things in the house were not insured. Just as I read earlier on, the house comes with some few things, but it's basically a brand new house, and then it's not finished, okay, even though you get some few things in the kitchen and all that. You're required to do a deposit, okay. That was the initial deposit plus my rent. So I did the deposit before I came. So after that, they had files. They handed over the files to us. So you can see it in the video. They handed over the files to us. I had my key, and they also gave us a small welcome pack that had chocolates and some brochures about the company and all of that. It was so cool. And then I was taken to my apartment. I was the first, and I was so happy. And then I got into my house. I was so pleased. Okay, so that was the story around me getting a house in Ireland. Okay, specifically in Louth, in County Louth. So I was so happy, and I pray that anyone watching me now looking for this opportunity, God will also grant you, because I was like, why would I have to hold this to myself? That's why God placed me in this position, so that in case I have any breakthrough, I can equally share with everyone. So I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm glad I've actually taken the opportunity now to actually record myself and share this good news with you. So if you're actually looking for a place, the same opportunity, I'll tell you to go online, search on the cost rental, look out for any project or anything that will come up, and just apply. So this is the end of today's video. I hope that this video has been of benefit to everyone watching it as well. Remember to share and like and subscribe if you haven't. And remember to drop a comment. I know it's going to be a congratulations message, and I really love it. So please drop it now. Yes, I thank you all, and I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. Thank you all so much for supporting my YouTube and for being with me throughout this year. It's been amazing. I never knew that this YouTube would actually grow like this. Over 4,000 subscribers in a year. You guys are so amazing. Thank you all so much. See you all soon on my next video. Bye.